Hi, I'm Ankita. Welcome to my channel. If I ask you today, what is the basic understanding that you have of emotions and expressing emotions or processing emotions, dealing with emotions, emotions of yours, emotions of other people, then what would you say? Have you ever been taught in your life regarding how to process your emotions, how to deal with your emotions, and how to have those emotional conversations and with people around you? Because your emotions are such an integral part of your life that you're going to use your emotions in just about maintaining or creating or sustaining any relationship in your life, including your relationship with you. But nobody teaches us how to deal with emotions, unless probably you are actually studying emotions and studying psychology, or studying that that line of work where you tend to experiment, you tend to understand, you tend to actually deep dive into the subject of emotions. So it is limited to maybe only a few people, maybe a small percentage of people who actually know about it. But what I feel is that emotions are such an essential part of human beings. They are ineluctable, they are inescapable. You are going to feel emotions. So it is very important that you know and understand how you can process your emotions, how you can deal with your emotions on your own. As a human being, you are an emotional being. Some people could be less emotional, some people could be more emotional. There is an entire spectrum of emotions that human beings as a species can feel. Yet, nobody teaches us how to handle our emotions. From the time we were children, teenager, to the time we become adults or elderly, we are going to face emotions at each stage of our life. So it's very important that we understand how we can process our emotions. And yes, one important thing, being a mature adult or being a mature person doesn't mean that you shun your emotions away, not at all. In fact, you have to understand that being mature means that you're taking responsibility of your emotions, not just your finances and not just of your kids or your loved ones, but you are taking care of your emotions as well. So you have to be a little bit aware of what kind of a person you are, and if you are not, just explore yourself and discover for yourself. For example, you could be someone who tend inwards whenever they are faced with a lot of emotions, or you could be someone who tends outwards to sort of process the flurry of emotions. So depending on what kind of a person you are, and at a given point in time, it's you could be both, but at a given point of time, what is it that works for you? You need to determine that. So understand this, that the emotions that you feel carry a certain magnetic charge in your brain. So brain understands emotions as magnetic signals and thoughts as electric signals. So when you're feeling emotions, it means that there is a certain emotional charge that is, welling up, that is developing inside of your brain. And what you need to do is you need to bring this charge to a more neutral state, to a sort of an equilibrium state. So what you need to do is that you need to take these emotions from inside that are developing, housing inside of you, and bring them outside, bring them outwards. From inwards, you need to bring them outwards, right? So the things, now depending on what kind of a person you are, the things that you could do is, number one, you could write your thoughts out, you could journal, right? Or if you are someone who likes to really work out and run or jog, go for it. If you're someone who likes to do gardening or maybe cooking or cleaning, do that. So when you're doing these activities, or even listening to music, singing out loud, right? So when you're doing these activities, you are taking the first step of just taking all the emotion charge that you're carrying inside of you, and just bringing it outside. So now, after doing all these activities, you're suddenly going to feel a little bit sense of calm and peace. That's how you know that yes, you have at least taken the first step to process your emotions, and you're going to handle your emotions as a responsible person. Now, one thing you need to be sure of is that you are not, never going to avoid your emotions. Because if you are avoiding your emotions, they are eventually going to bottle up and maybe come out in a very in a burst of anger, or in a form of a volcano one day. And if not that, then you're probably going to have some bodily ailments, and the cause would be your unprocessed emotions. So don't do that, never do that. Learn how to process your emotions, and you can do it. If you like this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you. Bye bye.